Welcome back on the channel to everybody. Today we will talk about some modification, cooling modification that I did on my Omen 40L. Everybody knows that the last version of Omen 40L is coming out with the AIO cooling solution. It's a 120 solution where I've read a lot of topic in the forum that the users are complaining that they cannot mount a bigger cooler solution. But with this video I want to show you what I did changing the cooling solution and which is the best solution. Just a little introduction about the hardware mounted on my 4CL. It's a Intel CPU 14 series. It's i7 14700, and the GPU it's a 40 RTX 4090. So in this case my GPU is taking almost all the space, and it's using to avoid to move into the case a huge bracket that it's laying from the back side to front side, the entire length of our case. So what I did, the solution is to remove the huge bracket. I will show you some picture here. This is, sorry for the quality of the picture. This is the huge bracket. Then I have to remove this, but then I have to find a solution to support the GPU to avoid that it will move, and it can also break the GPU slot. Okay, so let's see here what I have bought. I decided to bought the thermal right core matrix 240, and this is the bracket, the support from the brand is up here that I bought. I show you here, thermal right core matrix 240, the black edition with the two RGB fans, okay, and there is also the LED here on the pump, same RGB light, okay. Then what I said, I have the i7 that it's mounting the socket 1700, okay. So in the past I did already one modification when I changed the CPU holder. As you know, the Intel LGA 1700 holder provided in the motherboard has some problem. Let's say this is the original one. Has some problem because when you mount the heatsink or the pump, it's not fill correctly the core, and so the core is not 100% covered by the heatsink, okay. So I decided to change this on AliExpress is just €7. It's very easy to change it. Then other thing that I did already on my motherboard, I added one NVMe SSD disk. This is 4 Tera from Samsung, and it's the Pro version. And then I changed also the RAM. Then I will do a dedicated video to explain how to find the correct RAM. Was almost a nightmare. Was not easy to find the compatible DDR5 RAM. Okay. Then let's see which bracket I use to support the GPU, and then we will. It's this one, okay. When I did the order, I found only the white version, but there is also the black version, okay. Then let's see what we expected in Thermalright box and why I decided to buy Thermalright, not the other brand. The box, there is a Thermalright Radiator 240, fan already mounted, the pipe, okay, that sync with the pump, and the accessory package. I decided to remove the fans from the radiator. I used the cooler master fans that are already provided with our desktop, because for me they are stronger than the one provided from Thermalright, and then they are using the RGB lights, while our motherboard is providing only RGB connector, which is a difference. It's the voltage. IRGB is using 5 volts, RGB is using 12 volts. IRGB has 3 pin, RGB has 4 pin, okay? Then why I decided to use Thermalright? Because I have seen tons of video where they have a very good performance, and then the price is not so high, and so I decided to buy this one. Then going ahead, let's see. My decision was to put the let's put in the correct position this, so I can show you what I want to say. It's here. Okay. So what I did, I removed the fans from this side. Why I removed the fans? Because otherwise I don't have space, because the GPU is very long. The model 4090 RTX, it's very long, okay? So I decided, okay, let me remove the fans from this side. I will use the fans, cooler master fans already mounted in the front. Then how I fixed the radiator rear. I just removed the screw here from here, and then I used the long screw that are coming from Thermalright accessory. I put the screw from the fans, okay, so from this side, and then I fixed the fans, and then I fixed the radiator. Very easy. My goal was to use the pipe, to put the pipe like this, okay, from down, go up, and then turn on the left side. Why I decided that? Because a lot of people are saying, no, the correct position is like this, otherwise you have air in the pump, you have noise. And so I said, okay, let me check. If I can fix like this, I remain like this. Otherwise, I put the pipe on the top. If I did put the pipe on the top, it's very easy, because you have just to cross here, okay? But anyway, I decided to put like this. Let's say like in correct position, okay? Then let's go and let's see what I did. In the accessory you will find the support for the heatsink. Very easy to put. You have first to put on the back the adapter, okay? We have Intel, I said I have Intel, so we put Intel adapter, see? And then you have just to put in the correct position which socket you are using, 1700 or 115X or 1200. In my case it's 1700, and I just push here and align on the correct socket model. Okay, then here there is some adhesive tape that help you to take attached the support, and then let's go back. You just put this to let's say small bracket, okay, and then that thing we will be mounting on these two, okay, screw. Okay, anyway, I will not show you any particular indication button mounting apart of the ones that we talked already, because guys, the installation it's very easy, nothing of special, really nothing. Okay, then let's go ahead. This is the result. Okay, you see the thermal right, it's here, GPU it's mounted, okay, and this is the pipe, start from here and arrive there, okay. And I show you other picture, okay, and this is the result. Okay, now let's talk about these fans that I put here, because I didn't put the in a lot of cases I saw that the radiator is mounting on the top of the of our case. This is not, unfortunately, it's not our case. Why? Because the top can fit only 2 fans. It cannot fit the radiator. So the only solution was to use the radiator on the front side. This is the only solution. Then regarding the solution that I used for the top, the fan installed on the top, they are not exhaust fan, but they are putting the fresh air inside. The only fan that is putting the air out is the back fan. The system is working like this. I like the behavior, and with this solution I have between 10 and 13 Celsius degree less than the previous solution. And then just one advice about the light that they are on the heatsink. How I said before, the Thermalright is using ARGB solution, so on our motherboard and our light controller we don't have a RGB connector, but all of them are RGB, normal RGB, 12 volts. So what I did, I bought on Amazon a cable. It's this one that you see here in the picture, that it's just a cable with one SATA connector that give power, and one ARGB male connector that you connect on the female connector 3-pin, and you have also here the light that are working. Nothing. I guess that's all. I will organize a new video with the upgrade, where I will explain the upgrade of our DDR5 RAM. It was not easy to find a working RAM. I did many tests with different brand, and finally I found the RAM that was working very good. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video. See you next time. Bye bye. Thank you to everybody.